Happy Wednesday, everyone. It is June 4th, 2025, and I have a message for you all today. If you don't know me, by the way, I'm Mel. I channel messages, I read energy, I remote view, and do all sorts of things. Let's see who's coming through for us today, okay? Why do you keep reminding yourself of what it is that you couldn't do instead of remembering everything you accomplished? Why is it that you focus on connections with others that did not work out instead of being grateful for those connections who are dear and can be cherished still to this day? Why do you not acknowledge the parts of yourselves that may not be desirable? Instead, fluffing them over with false pretenses and beliefs. Why do you not recognize that you are more than just a human vessel, so that you can see your potential? These are just some questions you should ask yourselves as you walk this path. These are just some questions which are important for you to understand before you attempt to reach bigger goals. There is something about walking the enlightenment journey that requires for you to have completed certain parts before stepping into the next phase. If you have not asked yourselves these questions, you are not ready to step into the next phase. Be compassionate with yourselves. There is no race against time. Do not compare yourselves to others, for each journey is unique. Know and accept you are exactly where you need to be at this moment, even if where you are appears to be stagnant. For this too is part of the journey. Allow yourselves to be human. But know that you are not at the core, for your soul is so much more. We are the Council of Human Affairs. Council of Human Affairs today, speaking of, or rather giving us some questions to ask ourselves on this journey, and telling us that without having really delved deep into those questions and answered them and potentially resolved them, that we are not ready for the next phase. I take it that many believe this journey to be what it is they envision. In other words, is they want to all the nice stuff, right? The exciting stuff. The spiritual journey is meant to be exciting. It is meant to be experienced and give you a sense of curiosity and excitement by tapping into and experiencing things that you have not experienced before. But what the Council of Human Affairs is telling us, that there are some things that have to happen before we potentially get to the exciting part. And that part or those parts aren't necessarily comfortable or desirable to us and the human mind. Okay, so nonetheless, they have to be experienced. They have to be gone through in order for us to be ready to be able to fully integrate and receive what's next. That's how I interpret this message today. And let me know what you think they're talking about, as always. And we'll stay tuned for more. Bye.